a lot of folks out there complaining, don't cut this, don't cut that, but he had not heard from anyone. So you think he's going to hear you today?
We can't afford to let the governor veto it. We've got to stay on this right to the very end. He needs to know that they cannot decimate the programs without decimating the rights of my daughter and of all the other people that use the services. You cannot cut it down to nothing and expect an agency to stay alive. So then my choices, my daughter's choices are gone. What do? The Lanterman Act says that she gets choice. I want that choice to stay. Do not take away everything but the institution. You cannot do that. Keep them alive!
Nothing about us without us. Nothing about us without us. Isn't that what you believe? What is it? Nothing about us without us. Nothing. Okay, now, what does that mean? That means you deserve to have the details of what you're proposing. That means you need to have the ability to have a debate about whether or not this $750 million is too much. And you know, I've already gone on record, it's too much. Community. We are a community, and we deserve some kind of understanding and at least respect from our government leaders, because I think the Lanterman Act is a commitment. It's a commitment to it's a value statement. It's a value statement. It says that we as society will lift up our arms and carry on our backs people that have disabilities and put out of our pocket money to take care of people with our disabilities. And it also says we will give them the independence to choose the kind of programs and treatments they desire to make their lives fulfilled. I think the Lanterman Act has to stand, and we cannot, this budget cut will eliminate the Lanterman Act. So, you know, already in the past years, there's been over $335 million cut out of the Department of Developmental Services, and all the other programs that serve people like IHSS, all those other programs. So it's kind of a double, quadruple, triple whammy on people that have disabilities. And what I'm saying is, how about some of these other people that have no impacts? How about them sharing the pain? Don't just make us take care of the problems, you know, of the state government. Don't put it on the people that are covered under the Lanterman Act. Make them bear the burden, because it also that $750 million. It also loses the state government $400 million of federal funds. And you know, that makes a lot of sense. Let's send that money back to Washington D.C. so they can waste it on something else, right? Let's have a stay here in California. Let's have a stay here in California. We just the services for people that really need the services. So I'm for really looking at the details so that we could save some of that money, or all that money that we can have. Because that money goes to direct services. And I think a lot of people, when they saw that $750 million, they didn't realize that there's $400 million of federal funds that they would be additionally losing. So the total cut would be well over $1 billion. And so I think we have to stand up and say, hey, spread the to not cut the Lanterman Act, and we need people like you to explain that to legislators and to Governor Brown. And I hope Governor Brown is listening, because he needs to have a conversation with you. So thank you very much. What did you say? Nothing about us without us.
This is a consumer-friendly copy of the Lanterman Act that we bought, a message in a bottle we want to give to Governor Brown. Would you give it to him? Say, the Lanterman Act. Yeah.
Consumer-friendly.
Now open the bottle. Read the act.
I went and I was taken down, and the police car, they said because of I was stealing, and I went and I was arrested, but then I was handcuffed and I was tied, and they put the restraints on me and did all that. So then the cops, they put me, they went to Porterville. For 15 years I was in Porterville. And you know what? I want that. I wanted to be with deaf people. I didn't want to be put away. I wanted one for everyone, so that I can. And now I live in my own home. And that happened when I was 18, and now I've been living in my own home. And now I'm here. And I have lived on my own for a long time, and it's very serious to go to the institution. It's not fun. And if they do that, you can't get out, and they make you stay there forever, and that's where you live. And I don't want that anymore. I want my own home. I'm Freeman, and I'm 27 years old. And when my mom passed away, I was really relying on choices, iOS and IHSF, and if those services are taken away, I will not be as independent as I am today. Thank you. And as I just said, here we go again. Every one of us is affected. I don't care if it's the Lanterman Act, IHSF, supported living, it's all affected. You're